right, well today we're here to review and give feedback on a lesson that I had observed Morgan teaching to her class. It was a writing lesson. We're going to use the tuning protocol. The purpose of this protocol is to give feedback to the presenter. The procedure is that first Morgan will explain the lesson and the students in her class. I will ask some clarifying questions. I will also then look at some work samples. I will then give Morgan some warm and cool feedback, and at the end she'll have an opportunity to reflect on the feedback that I had given her, and then we'll have an opportunity to share and debrief maybe some things that we can use in our own classroom. Hopefully at the end of this protocol, at the end of this meeting, Morgan will walk away with some feedback that she can use in her future lessons, and I could walk away with some tools that I could use in my classroom as well. So Morgan, if you can explain the lesson that I observed and give some information.
Okay, so my class consists of 23 students, 4 of which have 504s for speech and language, and 1 student has an IEP as classified as autistic, and the rest of the students, vary in range of ability, especially when it comes to writing information. And this was a writing lesson. The students have been working on the genre of personal expertise. What they were asked to do in the beginning of the writing process during the planning stage was choose topics that they felt they were personal experts on, and then choose one topic that they would like to move through the writing process with. So after planning, they were asked to begin drafting subtopics that they would like to focus on. So this lesson was basically a editing lesson for writing mechanics. So at this point in the writing process, students had 5 paragraphs written that they needed to edit. This particular lesson focused on the first stage of the editing process, where students were asked to use editing colors in order to check their work for the proper writing mechanics. I modeled this by showing them one of my paragraphs on the Promethean board related to the topic that I chose for personal expertise. Students were asked to take out a green, red, and blue colored pencil. Green represented the beginning of a sentence or capitalization, so anytime they saw a capital letter, even if it was in the middle of a sentence for a proper noun, they were asked to outline it in the color green. Blue represented words that were spelled incorrectly that they weren't able to fix, so if that was the case, they would circle the word in blue colored pencil or crayon. And red represented punctuation, so at the end of every sentence they would outline the punctuation in red. After students viewed my model and were asked to do that on their own, they had an editing